So we're in what will be this year's potato field. Lloyd's over there on the plough, ploughing up, and I better move out the way because I'm going to get run over. This morning, me and him, we both sprinkled in some wood ash into the soil, which is full of potassium, lime, loads of trace elements that potatoes just love. And yeah, hopefully this afternoon, if the weather allows us to, we're going to get the tiller on the back of the tractor and till up, and then go out to the agricultural shop, buy some sacks of potatoes, and hopefully get the potatoes in the ground tomorrow morning. That would be perfect. But yeah, like I say, if the weather allows. But yeah. Lily's come to see what all the fuss is. Come on, Lil. Good girl. You don't like the mud? You don't like the mud? You're a good girl. So you can actually see just here, coincidence? You can see all of the ash that we've sprinkled. Watch out, Lil. You can see all of the ash that we've sprinkled into the soil there. Lily's trying to eat it. It's not tasty. Good girl. And Lloyd's just about to come by with another run of the plough. Rightio, it's the next day, the sun's in the sky, it's beautiful. We did have a bit of rain in the night, so what we're going to do now is switch from the plough to the box, and we're going to get the compost from near the sheep barn and take that up there, spread that in the field a bit, and then switch to the tiller this afternoon, again weather permitting, and then hopefully get the potatoes actually in the ground tomorrow. Lloyd's switching over the plough now, so here he is taking the plough off. And then once he's finished that, we will be able to stick the box on and go up to the sheep barn. So about an hour and a half has passed now of Lloyd driving backwards and forwards from the sheep barn, bringing bucket load full of manure up. This manure has rotted down for probably about 8 months, I guess, up in the compost heap. Yeah, it's pretty well rotted now. You can see the manure here. It's not even manure, it's compost, to be honest. It doesn't smell like manure or anything. It just smells, you know, like soil. It's rotted right down. The potato patch is looking pretty fertile now. So I guess he's going to bring the final bucket load up now. That's going to go here where Lily is, and yeah. So it works out. I was sort of roughly measuring it with my feet. It works out roughly about. One of my strides is about 1 metre, so 18 metres that way and 10 metres that way. So there's going to be room for a fair few potatoes in there, I think. Yeah, we shouldn't be buying many potatoes this year, I don't think. Right, we've just finished the muck spreading. Now we're going to go back and get a well-deserved drink, and then yeah, and then I think we'll probably start the tilling in an hour or two maybe. Right, so it is another glorious morning, but the early spring weather has really not been in our favour this year, for potatoes anyway. Get my boots on. We got rained off yesterday, which is becoming a theme this potato season. So yeah, now we're going to get the tiller on and yeah, get that field all tilled up nicely. So we've just come down to change from the scarifier to the tiller, and it really seems like things are against us this year. No one wants us to get potatoes in the ground because we just noticed a big puddle of water underneath the tractor. And where is it, Lloyd? It's here somewhere, isn't it?
Just there.
Yeah, there's a big split in the tyre. So we went over a rock or something, I guess, and that's split the tyre. So what are you doing here, Lloyd?
Well, using a bit of a persuasion tool, just crack these off before we lift it up. Once these are loose enough, once it's in the air just down here, just using a jack, finding a decent enough point where I was thinking under here,
yeah,
using a couple of blocks of wood to make it a bit more secure on the floor, another one there, perhaps something a bit bigger, lift up one side, crack it off, clean the wheel,
take that into the tyre shop and get a new tyre. Yeah, and then hopefully after that get some potatoes in the ground.
Weather permitting.
Weather permitting.
Luck
Tractor permitting. Luck permitting. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, you've all heard the saying that third time lucky. Well, this is now the third or the fourth time of trying to get the ground tilled ready for the potatoes. So we now finally have the tiller on the tractor. Lloyd and me, we took the tyre down to the tyre specialist this morning. They said it didn't need a new tyre, just a repair on the inner tube on the other one. So that's all done. Let's go get some ground tilled. Rightio, we have actually finally got some potatoes in the ground. We're on our first variety, it's Desiree. We've got 4 varieties to go, and it's a back-breaking job. There's me, Lloyd, and my father. So yeah, so we're planting them about 1 foot apart, and each row is about 1 meter apart. And we actually extended the field a little bit, so it's now maybe about 40 meters long, I guess. So there's there's quite a bit of work to do. We're not going to get it all done today. The sun is already setting, so looks like maybe we might have to space this over a couple of days. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Okay, so Mariana has got some little spring chickens. They just hatched. When did they hatch, Mariana?
2 days ago.
2 days ago, yep. And how many did you get?
24.
24. How many have you got here?
8. We give 16 for our neighbor.
Okay.
Because she loses much.
Yep.
And the market is closed for she have new ones, and she questioned us if it's possible we make baby chickens.
So the market is closed because of the pandemic, correct? Yeah. So we've got these little chickies here, and do you know what breed they are at all, Mariana?
No, you are expert like that.
They're Easter eggers, aren't they? They're Easter eggers. So these are a cross. These are like a barnyard mix, but they're all going to lay different coloured eggs. So some blue ones, some green ones. Perfect. Some brown ones, white ones.
This grey one, green one.
What's that? Green? Green eggs. Yep. And what are you doing here, Mariana?
Give food.
So this is chick crumb. This is a specialised diet for baby chickens.
Yeah. Right.
I open this. Get a bit of a better view. They're all running to their little heat lamp. And it's going to show the baby chicken. This is the first time they've eaten. So for their first couple of days of life, you don't open the incubator. You leave them all sitting in there, keeping nice and warm. Some of them have hatched, some of them haven't, but they don't need to eat for up to the first 3 days because they have all of the yolk in their bellies. And now comes the time for their first meal. Looks like they're interested.
The black one, yes.
There we go. His first meal.